Now, senior officials from the United States and China have agreed that no country should be allowed to impose tolls or restrictions on shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. The announcement has come as the US President Donald Trump has held talks with President Xi Jinping in Beijing. And while there's been no official statement yet, Reuters has carried a report citing the US State Department. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical global energy transit route. Before the Iran-US conflict, it handled nearly 20% of the world's global oil and gas shipments. Now, Iran's near-complete control of the Strait of Hormuz following the joint Israeli and American bombings that began on the 28th of February has triggered major disruptions in global energy markets, raising fears over oil supplies and maritime security. And according to the US State Department, the issue was discussed during an April telephone call between the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang, and they agreed that no country or organization can be allowed to charge tolls to pass through international waterways like the Strait of Hormuz. Now, sources say that Marco Rubio has also raised the possibility of Chinese vessels facing transit fee in a bid to push Beijing to pressurize Tehran to end this war. Now, China, remember, is the biggest purchaser of sanctioned Iranian oil. It does not care about American sanctions and purchases almost about 80 to 90% of all of Iran's oil exports. In talks with Iran's Foreign Minister, Wang stressed the need to restore safe and normal passage through the Strait of Hormuz while backing Iran's sovereignty and security. China has also vetoed a US-backed UN resolution on protecting commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, prompting the US Ambassador Mike Waltz to accuse Beijing of enabling Iran to threaten the global economy. China's embassy had later confirmed that restoring the unhindered passage through the strait wasn't just a regional priority, but it serves common interests in international community. Meanwhile, Iran has demanded for a right to collect tolls on shipping traffic, and the move comes after the US, remember, tried to start this war, began this war on Iran, and since then the Iranians have wrested control of the Strait of Hormuz, and they say that they want to charge a transit fee. However, following some strong domestic and international backlash within the United States of America, where the Americans initially under Donald Trump had claimed that they too want to charge some toll, the White House later clarified that Trump supported keeping the Strait of Hormuz open to global shipping without restrictions. While Chinese officials have reportedly stopped short of directly addressing the issue of tolls, they've slammed the US blockade and have stressed on the importance of cooperation between China and the United States, saying that the shared interests of both countries outweigh their differences. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.